Hello, my guys out there, Africa's youth, Africa's youth, Africa's youth, Africa's youth. Come everybody. Here is your Queen Mother, Nana Twain the First. The first to develop and advance traditional African medicine to the Western world.
If you can control a man's thinking, you do not have to worry about his action. When you determine what a man should think, you do not have to concern yourself about what he will do. If you make a man feel that he is inferior, you do not have to compel him to accept an inferior status, for he will seek it himself. If you make a man think that he is justly an outcast, you do not have to order him to the back door. He will go without being told. And if there is no back door, his very nature will demand one. These are the words of American-born historian Dr. Carter Woodson in his book, The Miseducation of the Negro. For every black child in the diaspora that is living out of the continent of Africa, there must be a rite of passage where the history of the Negro becomes a test of their blackness. It's important for them to know that their history does not begin with slavery, but long before slavery and for thousands of years, their ancestors were kings and queens that dominated the world in trade, engineering, agriculture, medicine, philosophy, art, science, and literature. And to those that are at home on the African continent, we must not allow any black child on the African continent to graduate out of our universities if that individual has not yet been taught the history of the African from an Afrocentric perspective. Africans must be taught their history by other Africans. We must not fall to the ever-present garbage of trying to find out what the cost-benefit analysis will be. This is one project that must not be calculated by a balance sheet, because the African liberation from slavery and colonization, its cost can be worse than the constant oppression that is inflicted daily on the minds of the African. And this is true to those at home and abroad, that is, Africans on the mainland and those in the diaspora. This freedom cannot be postponed for another day. It must be today. I hope you understand that the history of the African is not mere song, dance, and the Bushmen of the Kalahari, that is the San people. Africa's history is a whole lot more than that. Africa's history is mathematics. Ancient Kemet for more than 35,000 years had texts on math, including multiplication, division, fraction, and formulas on geometry to calculate the volumes of shapes and areas like that of the pyramid. You will find in Riyadh mathematical papyrus that was found at the memorial temple of Pharaoh Ramses II, popularly known as Ramses the Great, that Africans, aside from doing complex geometry, noted the value of pi was 3.16, dated 1650 BC, more than 1,000 years before the Greek mathematician Archimedes gave the value of pi to be 3.14. For more than 8,000 years, the people of Congo were using a numeric system they developed. So did the Yorubas of Nigeria with 20-unit base system and not 10. And most scholars agree that this system demands much more abstract reasoning. Medicine is enshrined in Africa's history. Africa for several centuries used most of the medical treatment that are still in use today. Before the Europeans' invasion of Africa, Kemet, South Africa, and Nigeria, among many other regions in Africa, had far more advanced medicine than medicine in Europe. These are some of the medical procedures that were known to Africa long before Europeans started practicing them. Procedures such as broken bone setting, bullet removal, skin grafting, autopsy, filling of dental cavity, installation of false teeth, cesarean section, vaccination, and anesthesia. I'm sure you will think I'm crazy that there were more or many advanced cultures performing surgery with antiseptic. The history also dominated the oceans for thousands of years, crossing the Atlantic for thousands of years before Columbus with exceptional navigational skills. With the ancient Benin city wall covering over 65,000 square kilometers of community land, the city of Great Zimbabwe and the pyramid of Kemet, among many others, are just a few examples of Africa's engineering greatness, with masons and civil engineers that dominated the world for thousands of centuries.
We are not limiting our activities only to medicine, but to the origin of everything that we had been mathematically in terms of design, name them. And if we are meeting here today, the purpose is to go back Sankofa and regain ourselves into creativity, which we have, into innovation, which we have, and to add it up together and put it up there on that global market without anybody's support. And if we did that, this is the way. Here you go. You're going to create a job for yourselves nationally, internationally, gain your dignity, and that person is going to bow to you because you took up the initiative. You took the initiative upon you to be you, and that is me. I am me, so much to the extent that I have advanced traditional African medicine from the farm to the pharmacist in Europe, operating in Germany, Switzerland, Austria, Holland, Britain. I have advanced it to the point, and I very much loved that in this moment when we are fighting the coronavirus, that our authorities would have at least given us the benefit of the doubt that we, the African women who delivered 10 children at home, on the farms, even on the market, and in the bathroom, without any problem. Is it true with us that today, every second delivery in Ghana, every second childbirth is with cesarean? Have you checked to see what you are doing right and what you are doing wrong? Isn't it sad for us to sit in a global pandemic situation and feel segregated from France across to Italy, to America, and then all the way back to China? My question to you is, will you take their medication? Are you sure of that one? For the mask, take your own piece of cloth, cut it this way and put it there. You don't need anybody's mask. Likewise, if you did the Maria fitting this way, oh my God, you put it this way and this way, you can also solve the problem. Don't take anybody's mask. Don't. Because if the Chinese really meant it well with your life, would he come and supply you masks, whatever you call the other ones that is yet to come? I don't know if any has arrived. And the same person is brutalizing you? Baby, I will be careful. How would you trust France if their so-called scientists sat there to debate? Oh, let us try it on the Africans. They have no valuable life. They just prostitute themselves without what? Protection. So let us do what? Try it on them. Hey girls, that thing is going to be yesterday. Sankofa Mama Africa 1 is here to motivate you. Together we are strong. United we stand, divided we fall. Running a herbal farm in Ghana, engaging the farmers on their fields, they earning their monthly salary, advancing their annual yields into monthly salary. So, in the course of processing the products, they get their monthly salary. In the course of growing their yearly or annual seasonal products, they get the bulk amounts. And then again, having the vegetables and whatever grown, this enables them to do what? Go around the year, and I tell you, in some cases they may be earning even much more than somebody sitting in an office. This we call creativity, innovation. I have advanced traditional African medicine working with the Commercial Science and Technology. The Ministry of Health covers the GAFTRAM activity, being the Ghana Federation of Traditional African Medicine. So, our activities are satisfied and qualified. If you will title me, then I am a traditional African medical practitioner, and this is what I want to academize, systemize, and make it a product concepted for us all. If I became a mentor for you to get that product, which is going to create a job for the entrepreneur, which is going to create a job for the IT specialist, which is going to create a job for the accountant, and many more, all the professions in the sciences. Everybody can get his portion because he's going to take the engineer to engineer the machine, which will do what? Be used in processing the oils. If we put these resources together we are strong. I would like to mentor you as you join me. Whether you are a diaspora-born child in the outside world, whether you are a resident African child in your home, you just contact me. Our contact is going to be produced at the end of it all. Please, we don't deal only in medicine. We are into textiles, we are into art, we are into agriculture, a lot. Mama Africa takes your idea, incubate it, nurse it, advance it to become a global product, and we take it out there. I want to bring you back to that great person, to that great royalist that you are. I want you, the African, in the face of these global challenges, to go back and put on your royal priesthood and get a Chinese off your territory. Oh yeah, tack, go. And we are demanding from our parents, our fathers, our mothers in the positions as chiefs and queens. You supply us the raw material. We are going to go smith it ourselves and come here in our royal robe as dignified Africans. If they came and we gave them a space there to do their work, then equally we qualify to be given a space here to do our work. It's going to take you and me, Mr. Authority. Nana Akufo-Addo. Last year I came to stay 9 months, 2 weeks, only wanting to see one woman, Mimi Dakon of Ghana's FDA. I returned to Germany with empty hands. Isn't it sad that today you are sitting around very simple, very simple everyday things which you need to cure your lungs, like Wisa, sasima, hwentia, kakadru, pepper, nkrakra. These are the things you need to cure that virus. Surprisingly, they give it big names and it's an incubating system. Hey guys, wake up. I don't buy that. Because if I am going to be sick, I will do everything to stop it. So why the incubating time always being messed up? But the answer is in your hands. I know Corona will pass me hereby and he will not even have the opportunity to look in my territory, because if my moringa is saturated with excessive vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, amino acids, minerals, compared with 1,058 different foodstuffs, moringa alone has over 90.6% of those stuff in there. We've not talked of your neem tree, full of chlorophyll, baobab, full of it, the moringa, full of it, artemisia, full of it. Should we name some more? And today, the origin of medicine, the origin of the world chemistry, the origin of chemia, the Nubian, meaning black. Out of your skin color, the word chemistry came into being. Today you have people bluff in your mind, and bluff in your territory. Oh, WHO has not said it. Oh, WHO has not said it. You have only one life. Ghana for one Sankofa. No, we will feel Sankofa. You, the youth, hey, come to Mama Africa. I am going to usher you in there how we will study. Even the studies is going on already in the Kumasi Science and Technology University, how to qualify yourself over there in traditional African medicine. At the moment, they call it herbal medicine, but we are working to transform the name, because if China has a traditional Chinese medicine and it is accepted in Europe, and India has its Ayurveda and it's accepted in Europe, then Africa, the origin of it all, must get accepted in its medicine. And thus, we are going to put our wings together and demand it from those authorities, whether they like it or not. And as you get infused into your own traditional medicine and you eat it and you consume it, and like God in his creation, you feel that it is good because it is going to go good in your body. When you finish that, nobody can fool you again. African traditional medicine cleans your body as a woman before you even took a seed. Go back to your roots. Instead of waiting for somebody to come and fix a machine which will pump your blood somewhere and circulate somewhere, go and get some hot pepper soup. Put in a lot of pepper, put in a lot of ginger, put in a lot of garlic, put in a lot of onions. Add a little amount of herrings, embony. That is all. And stop your big English. Corona here, corona there. Boost your immune system with your own environmental food. Eat who you are. Eat what you are. By the way, I have to remind you, do you know that Chinese people come to collect the medicine from our environment and go and repackage it and bring it to us as what? Beijing Hospital in Accra. You go to pay a lot of money. As for the Ghanaian who is a herbalist, you put a tag on him. And then you have pastors who are preaching it evil. Stop segregating among yourself. Stop demeaning yourself. Stop belittling yourself. Dignify yourself. Invest into the children. Invest into the youth. Stop buying more big cars. Invest that money into the Kumasi Science and Technology youth who are doing herbal medicine so that they will research into the products. When you gave away the gold mines to the Chinese. He made the money so one Chinese could come out with a $20 million to research into one medicine. You are sitting there waiting for somebody to come and give you money for you to do what? Research into one kakedro, and that is your problem. Hey, my friend, hey, me, everything lying in Ghana is money. So, me, money, I make it like this. Ta 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 ta. If those authorities will need me, I am ready to disclose to them the secrets of creativity, innovation, entrepreneurship, motivation, advancement of everything that we have, so that we will take it out there. And the only thing requested of us in the global development is that we negotiate on the same level. You are here, I am here. You have your medicine, I have my medicine. Respect. Okay? You have your engineering, I have my engineering. Respect. Okay? So if somebody is sitting out there in any seat over there and doesn't have that dignity and self-confidence, it is time you give the opportunity to your own children. This youth must be given the opportunity today to compete with their competitors before it is too late. If you keep on kicking them under the seat and have the Chinese come and dominate the environment at your own old age, I want to bet bobo. So we are politician, so we are judge, so we are software. Ada Yesu baba mo bobo. So here, I want to talk to you, my fellow Queen Mother. Let us take our robe. Mama yamfa henu hubio. Na yansi ne fie de ahema wosiesie nkatesia ansa na wazo honore mawa. When ahema took those positions, marriage was a beautiful thing. Today, thank God for the church. Even the marriage has no roots. We are going to take over. We are going to take control. We are going to nurse the minds of our children into that deeper African spirituality, every part of it with their meaning. When we said this is a taboo, it had a meaning, a healthy meaning, environmental meaning. Are you talking of Christ? Look at the ocean. So, if the traditional African practitioner got to know that God is in the nature, God is in the river, God is in the tree, God is in the air, and God is in the human being. So they treated the environment with respect. Traditionally, they even went to pacify to the gods when they had a bumper harvest. That is the Homowa festival. What Christ are you serving? That your ocean is suited with plastic and junk, and we are so civilized, advanced, that we don't even get the common sense that that very junk we put in there come back to our table as food. It's time to think. But you know what, guys? Mama Africa is here. We are going to clean it all gradually but surely. And you know the secret, as we clean it, we are taking away the opportunity that somebody will come and take 4.8 million euros just to go and clean a trash, which will never come to pass. By the way, a year ago around this time, having spent 40,000 euros in Ghana, I paid 205 people with my own money. We cleaned the whole of Gomuafete. We built 20 toilets, all for me to return to Germany. And after 2 months, exactly on the 6th of September, being the inauguration, we inaugurated on the 6th of July, I got a message. they are demolishing the toilet. We are not going to argue with them. If you join me, guys, you are 18, you are 25, you are 35, you are 16, you are 10, you are 1, you are in the belly. It is your future they are killing, it is your future they are destroying. So I get up and I fight for you, that if you will join me, we will not even talk to them, we will do it ourselves. And that is it. I'm here to encourage you, I'm here to give you hope, I'm giving you practical demonstration of Africans' tree from the farm to the pharmacy in Europe, and this should be supported by the authorities who sing the music of WHO. We are not arguing with anybody. The sciences is the same, the pharmacology changes, so go your way, let me go my way. The only thing we have with each other is respect. What do I gain from your advanced titles and sciences if in the face of this reality you cannot give me the cure? I think nature is providing wisdom to you now to go back and love your own African medicine. Traditional African medicine is more efficacious, has no side effect, and is cheap. This is the secret. So you see on the clips from the farm to the pharmacist, the processes, the number of people who get jobs. So go and tell your authorities, if they give us the opportunity, only the documents, their money I don't need. I make money out of the ocean, the sun under the ocean, the earth on the soil outside there, and every plant, I make money out of it. All I need is use that to your position to give me the document. Bribe, I will never pay. Even if you beat me like they beat us on the road of Guangzhou, I will not pay you bribe. I want you to join me. We work it together, and then we pay taxes to the states. And by so doing, we will create jobs for all of us and become like the ones we are running to. Obra, Oninyedza, Warabo. So, thank you, Mama Africa's children. I know you are all happy to see me in this video. You are in Accra, you are in Cape Coast, you are in Bolega, you are in Takoradi. Oh my God, Cologne, Britain, Austria, Switzerland, Holland, and many more places. Mama can't wait to have you join her in the boat. And whatever you are going through today will be a thing of the past. Africa can make it all alone. It takes you and me to be honest, faithful, and loyal to ourselves. I can't wait to have you on board. Thank you. Bye, guys. Auf Wiedersehen. Sorry. I had also disclosed I have also pictures exposing how we are supporting vulnerable people with food and whatever. We have distributed to Amasaman 2 times, Kwabenya, and we are going to Fete tomorrow. It all comes from the normal herbs I come to collect from your jungles, come and advance it here, and then make it a product for somebody. So thank you very much. I hope you will join me for a better Africa tomorrow.